Welcome to the channel Dynamax Global. Here's an in-depth exploration of the situation. 1. Rising xenophobia amid shifting policies. Portugal's centre-right government recently abolished the Manifestation of Interest route, which had allowed non-EU migrants to seek residency after a year without a work contract. Now, migrants must secure employment before arrival, a move the government frames as essential for fairness, but which critics warn as inhumane, potentially trapping individuals without legal pathways. This policy shift reflects Portugal's wider political tilt. The far-right Chega party surged in influence, linking migration concerns with housing insecurity and public safety. 2. Migrants in their words, "I never expected this much hate." Reports suggest that some migrants, such as Bangladeshi worker Iqbal Hussain, have faced overt hostility. After revealing he'd sent his daughter home due to racism, Hussain was accused by Chega of staging his story. Furthermore, Chega shared a misleading video, changing subtitles to make him appear dishonest. Migrants in Lisbon and Porto say they feel threatened. Reports of violent attacks and slurs are rising, and some attribute this to far-right group activity. 3. Housing crisis, a pressure cooker for tensions. Lisbon's rental costs have nearly doubled, up 94%, since 2015, while house prices have climbed 186%. Low-paid migrants, who earn around the minimum wage, approximately €760 per month, often pay half their salary on rent for a single room. Unable to sustain such costs, some have been forced into makeshift tent communities or camper vans. While forming bonds, they also endure precarious living conditions, lack of sanitation, no street lighting, and frequent evictions. A study showed that 19% of non-EU migrants live in overcrowded housing, compared to 8% of Portuguese, demonstrating systemic inequality. 4. Economic contribution versus social exclusion. Migrants fill essential roles in sectors locals often avoid: loading construction, agriculture, delivery, and hospitality industries. They contribute meaningfully to the economy. 14% of taxpayers in 2022 were foreign-born, providing over €1.6 billion, while drawing €257 million in benefits, but also face wage exploitation, discrimination, and poverty. A University of Porto study highlighted that South Asian immigrants are paid up to 30% less than Portuguese workers for equivalent roles. 5. Far-right mobilization and public narratives. Anti-immigration marches organized by Chega drew thousands carrying national flags and slogans like, "Expulsion of immigrants who commit crimes." Protesters blamed migrants for housing issues, crime, and societal strain, despite stable crime statistics. Anti-immigrant sentiment is being leveraged as a political tool to foster fear and resentment. 6. Human impact and calls for support. Individual stories highlight the human toll. Andrea Costa, a Brazilian carpenter, moved legally in 2022 with €600, worked cleaning jobs, then lived in a tent, fetching water at the beach and cooking on portable stoves, as rents surged. Her situation typifies those of overcrowded housing, social exclusion, and economic marginality for many migrants. Advocates are urging policy responses: rent regulation, more social housing, anti-discrimination enforcement in rentals, and structured integration pathways, like requiring migrant investors under the Golden Visa to support affordable housing. 7. Wider implications for Portuguese society. Portugal now navigates complex challenges at the intersection of migration, affordable housing, integration, and rising populism. Thousands of well-intentioned migrants find themselves ostracized and in fear just when economic anxiety and nationalist politics are peaking. If unaddressed, this tension risks undermining social cohesion and migrant rights. Conclusion. The phrase, "I never expected this much hate," captures the shock migrants feel in being attacked, verbally, materially, despite contributing to society. With tightening residency rules, soaring living costs, and growing far-right rhetoric, vulnerable migrant communities feel increasingly under siege. Looking ahead. Policy scope. Authorities must balance immigration controls with integration and housing fairness. Social strategy. Rent caps, social housing expansion, anti-discrimination enforcement, and employment-supported visa paths. Political resistance. Civil society, worker unions, and progressive leaders can help counter divisive narratives. Portugal now stands at a crossroads. It can either further sideline thousands of migrants, or it can choose a path of inclusion, valuing economic and cultural diversity as strengths, not threats. Thank you for watching this video.